The biggest story that I think has been coming out is, of course, about a large semi truck disaster on the highway. This, of course, was from yet another illegal alien that was fast tracked to a license for one of these semi trucks and used that fast tracking of his license in order to commit a horrific crash. He was, of course, under the influence. This was at the 10 freeway in Ontario, California. Yet another disastrous example of completely unrestricted illegal immigration, and, of course, of California having zero care for the law of the land and just giving in a license for these, these death missiles on the road, So the story is like this. 21-year-old semi-truck driver was arrested on suspicion of DUI in a horrific crash on the 10 freeway in Ontario, California. California Highway Patrol investigators say the man from Yuba City was believed to have been on drugs. 8 vehicles were involved in the crash and 3 people sadly lost their lives. 4 others were hospitalized. So let's check this out. We got quite a few images of this. Let's see this one.
Now take a look. This is exclusive dash cam video that is now the subject of several law enforcement investigations. Shows the moment a red semi-truck plowed into a number of vehicles on the westbound 10 freeway in Ontario just after 1 p.m. yesterday. The CHP told the LA Times the driver of this big rig is a 21-year-old man who is now under arrest on suspicion of driving under the influence of drugs. A total of 4 semis were involved and also 4 passenger vehicles, one of them exploding in flames. 3 people were killed and 4 others were taken to local hospitals. This horrific crash happened just east of the 15 freeway and shut down all westbound lanes for more than 12 hours. Thousands of drivers were trapped in the gridlock just as the evening commute was getting underway. It also happened near the Ontario airport, so the crash...
Yeah, so that's unfortunately not the first time that we've seen an illegal alien that was somehow given a license in California with zero training, zero anything, commit these mass casualty events. And it's crazy that California just thinks that they can, it's somehow compassionate to give these people, these illegal aliens, licenses. I don't know, but anyways, we have the identity of this person. The identity of this person, an Indian illegal alien by the name of Jashanpreet Singh. Apparently, after public pressure, the identity of the 21-year-old semi-truck driver killed 3 people in a Southern California freeway on Tuesday was released. Jashanpreet Singh. Jashanpreet Singh. There you go. An Indian illegal alien who was caught and released by Border Patrol agents at the El Centro, California sector by the Biden administration in March 2022. To repeat that, this illegal alien who killed people while under the influence and driving a semi-truck was actually caught by the Biden administration and released in March of 2022, meaning that the Biden administration is complicit in this murder, that they had the person, then released them. In quote, I'm told ICE is placing a detainer request on Singh with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, where he is in custody on suspicion of DUI causing great bodily injury and gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. He has not been formally charged yet. This, of course, might have changed. This is a little bit of an old article, I think maybe from yesterday, something like that. But there you go. 3 people killed, several others seriously injured. It's quite a crazy story, really a disgusting, vile story, and yet another example of the terrible things that can happen when you have zero restrictions on illegal aliens coming in and you just decide to give them any sort of IDs, licenses, anything, no matter what, under the guise of compassion. This is, of course, toxic compassion. I think in the greatest sense of the word, toxic compassion. Oh my God. In the greatest sense of the word, toxic compassion right there, you know. Here's another video.
Exclusive dash cam video, which is now the subject of several law enforcement investigations. It shows the moment a red semi-truck plowed into a number of vehicles on the westbound 10 freeway in Ontario just after 1 p.m. yesterday.
It just really shows, you know, the fabric of society. Oops, wrong thing. It really just shows the fabric of society just seeming to fray at the edges when we can't even be assured that we're safe on our roads because a violent, illegal alien drunk is behind the wheel of one of these death missiles. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely insane, you know? There you go. There's another image of this illegal alien mass murderer, Jashpreet Singh, which is stated that he never applied his brakes before smashing his semi into 8 vehicles. Never even once applying his brakes. Just pure evidence that California has zero care whatsoever about CDL standards, or any standards for that matter. There we go. Here's another image of this monster right here. Just, you know, looking over his work. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that liberals will defend this. Democrats will defend this. It's absolutely insane. It's really, really crazy. So, as you know, the Trump administration has been doing a lot to increase the standards on truckers. Things that it should be common sense, like, of course, hey, be able to speak English if you're a trucker, you know, so you are able to know the rules of the road, you can understand stop, you know, things like that, right? A lot of people are saying, oh, this is going to be terrible. Oh my God, anything Trump's doing is absolutely horrible. But we actually have some good news. American truckers are enjoying increased pay rates after the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal migrant drivers, says the Daily Caller. But what do you mean? The illegals aren't taking your jobs. They're just trying to clean the toilets, and they're just trying to pick the vegetables. How you going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump? But here we go, once again, showing that once you start doing something about illegal aliens that are taking the jobs of men and women who are actual citizens, you start seeing an increase in the quality of life for actual citizens. But again, here's the thing. Democrats, they want to do anything and everything they can to make life harder for actual hardworking Americans, just so that they can get a few more votes. You know, give the illegals anything and everything they can, just so you can get a few more votes. It's absolutely insane. It really is. It's absolutely sick. But I mean, time and time again, you're seeing that Democrats, they're willing to throw anyone under the bus just so that they can get a little bit more power.